Last night, the Gering City Council gave unanimous approval on 2 development-related proposals. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, it was a busy Tuesday night for the Gering City Council as they sign off on not 1, but 2 development-related proposals. With no opposition, the council approved a redevelopment plan for Lisa and Troy Weborg, who are seeking to develop a hotel using the former Rich's Wrecking property. The $7 million project would turn the existing building into a hotel lobby, conference room, ballroom, and 2 retail shops, with hotel rooms to be built on the west side of the building. Weborg told the council it would also upgrade landscaping along 10th Street.
One of my goals, per se, is to try to add more green and not so much concrete along that Scottsbluff-Gering highway. It seems like it's extremely industrial. I'd like to, Tim Reinhardt at WNCC Steel, if you notice, they have some trees there with very few trees in that area.
The plan would include approximately $820,000 in tax increment financing, which is less than what the project would qualify for. The council also approved the updated blighted and substandard designation for the U Street corridor east of 7th Street. While a few residents expressed some concern about the designation, Mayor Tony Kaufman assured them that the term is only one used for future development purposes, and an unfortunate term at that.
Unfortunately, there's a negative connotation with that name, even though the activities we're talking about are actually very positive for communities. And so it's just unfortunate that it's been termed blighted and substandard versus, a redevelopment, economic development zone, or something that is really the root of the intent of the activities.
During last night's meeting, the council also filed for a record joint funding agreement with the U.S. Geological Survey for water resource investigations. Well, Western Nebraska Community College's Scottsbluff campus hosted presidential finalists open forums at the Harm Center today, but the race for the post is down to only 2. Community members were invited and encouraged to attend these forums, each scheduled for 50 minutes, with Dr. Timothy Alvarez starting at 1 p.m. and Dr. Carmen Simone at 2 p.m. The third finalist for the position, Dr. Denise King, withdrew her name from consideration. The 2 candidates will also be touring the Scottsbluff facilities, meeting with students and employees, and tomorrow will go through individual interviews with the Western Community College Area Board of Governors. A new WNCC President is expected to be announced later this month. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer will be in with your midweek weather forecast. We'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Sure, you can get a premium steak at a steakhouse. No surprise there. But real petite filet steak sandwiches at an Arby's house? Surprise there. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Pretty comfortable night out here tonight. Not much going on. Clearing skies early. A few clouds come in later on, and then we'll be sunny again tomorrow. Temperature's not going to be too bad tonight, and really pretty nice tomorrow. Another quiet night. Nice weather really continues for the next several days. We'll have a couple of cold fronts that will come through. Not going to be a lot of precip with them. They'll be dry, but they'll cause the temperatures to fluctuate a little bit. 3 below zero yesterday morning, and then we climbed up to 56. That is quite a swing from 3 below to 56 by afternoon. What a roller coaster yesterday was alone. Nothing in the rain gauge, about where we should be for the month and still well above normal for the year. Right now, temperatures 30s and low 40s out here across the region. Cooler than where we were yesterday. We didn't make it into the 50s like we did yesterday here across our region. We're right now in the 30s. Upper 30s for the most part. 33 in Gordon, 41 over in Wheatland. Winds are out of the west-northwest, 5 to 15 miles an hour. So those wind chills a little cooler than that, down into the upper 20s and low 30s. Few clouds out there early tonight, even a snow flurry or a snow shower along that front, not out of the question. They're going to be very limited. Primarily, we'll call it partly cloudy overnight. Temperatures aren't going to fall too far. They're going to be down into the low to mid 20s, which is not bad considering where we've been the last few days. And then clouds are going to start out tomorrow. I think we'll clear out and then warm up as we go through the afternoon hours. Not going to be as breezy tomorrow either, so it's really going to not feel too bad tomorrow as we return the sun and get temps back up there a little bit. We'll peak out into the 50s again tomorrow for most locations, but probably only the low 50s. A few upper 40s hanging on here in the northern portions of the Panhandle. So for tonight, partly cloudy, generally speaking, 24. A slight chance of a snow flurry or snow shower early, very slight chance at that. Then for tomorrow, here comes partly cloudy skies, not bad, 52. Winds only at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Pretty good looking forecast. Not a bad extended forecast either. We'll be in the upper 60s or mid 60s anyway for Friday. That's the warmest day of the next 7. Breezy conditions on Saturday. A cold front comes through. We'll be at highs in the 40 or 50s early in the day. I'll expect those to fall temperatures in the afternoon though. And then Sunday back to near 60 in the low 60s. On Monday, breezy conditions there again. And then another front comes through late Tuesday into Wednesday, dropping us down into the mid 40s. But you average those temps out there over the next 7 days, and that's some pretty good weather here for most of us here as we go through the middle portions of November.
Sure, you can get a premium steak at a steakhouse. No surprise there. But real petite filet steak sandwiches at an Arby's house? Surprise there. Arby's, we have the meats.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Welcome back. A 33-year-old Scottsbluff man who was pulled over for having expired in-transit tags on his pickup Tuesday afternoon could now be facing a minimum of 5 years in prison after officers found a large amount of methamphetamine in his vehicle. Jeffrey McClure is charged with a Class 1C felony of possession of methamphetamine between 28 and 140 grams with intent to distribute. Court documents say after he was pulled over, the arresting officer found approximately 40 grams of methamphetamine, a digital scale, and small plastic baggies in the vehicle. McClure was arrested and booked into the Gering jail. If convicted on the Class 1C felony, he'd face a mandatory minimum of 5 years with a maximum of 50 years in prison. Sticking with the courts, as a Mitchell resident who phoned in a suspicious vehicle to authorities helped police make a sizable drug bust Tuesday morning. When police made contact with the driver, 41-year-old Billy Murphy, they received consent to search his backpack, which had numerous knives and a fire extinguisher that had a false bottom. Inside the fire extinguisher, officers found marijuana, syringes, and a sandwich bag containing 12 small baggies of methamphetamine in it. He's now facing a charge of possession of methamphetamine between 10 and 28 grams with intent to distribute, which is a Class 1D felony. Murphy was arraigned on the charge on Wednesday afternoon in Scottsbluff County Court. And families who lost a loved one as the result of a motor vehicle accident on a state highway now have a state-approved method for roadside memorials. The Nebraska Department of Transportation says immediate family members can apply for an NDOT-produced sign to be erected in or near a requested location in the highway right-of-way for 2 years. Each sign will include one of 5 safety messages chosen by the family and the name of the individual being memorialized. Application forms can be completed electronically with a $50 fee paying for production of the customized sign. Well, straight ahead, we'll head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society to meet their featured Pet of the Week. Stick around, we'll meet Coco right after this.
Next Gen Outfitters, where the adventure begins and the tradition continues. When it comes to an online retailer, this is the new standard in authentic hunt, camp, and shoot. Born from over a century of outdoor experience, your online retailer, Next Gen Outfitters.
Why do we work all hours of the night? Head towards challenges instead of turning away, and work together to solve the toughest problems so you can enjoy the little things and all the big moments life has to offer. Tri-State and our family of electric cooperatives. Brighter, stronger, better together.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
Welcome back. For this week's featured Pet of the Week, we meet Coco, a lovable feline that needs a great forever home. This week's featured Pet of the Week at the Panhandle Humane Society is Coco. He's a male domestic short-hair mix that came in as a stray just over 1 month ago. He can get a little vocal from the kennel until he gets your attention, but loves humans and attention. This orange and white furball is a curious little fella, but walks deliberately and with a purpose. Staff says other cats upset him most of the time, so the best home for him would be one with no felines around the house. His adoption price is listed at $75, and that ensures that he's neutered, up to date on all shots and vaccinations, and even includes a small sample bag of cat food. Plus, as the featured Pet of the Week, whoever adopts Coco will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling this sweetheart right away. To meet Coco or any of the cats and dogs they have available for adoption, you can head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society Monday through Saturday during normal business hours. Well, straight ahead, we'll take a peek at what's happening around the region on your community calendar. We'll have that in just 90 seconds.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
My kids eat vegetables never, but they eat runs of sandwiches, which have cabbage, which is a vegetable, which makes me the mom of the year.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy. Supporting local jobs. Giving back to our community. Investing in entrepreneurship. Making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
And finally tonight, Governor Pete Ricketts says members of the current trade mission have had some great stories to tell German officials and business leaders about the opportunities present to expand investments in and in trade in Nebraska. During a conference call this morning with reporters, Ricketts says it has been helpful to have representatives from German companies with Nebraska operations taking part in the mission, including Mark Zindome of Graypole.
One of the stories he highlighted was that when they wanted to get up in operation, they made the decision in about February timeframe of 2014 to purchase the land, and they were up and operational by October of 2014. And they said, you know, in India, they've been trying to get operational for 2 years now, and just highlight the difference between how fast we can move in Nebraska versus what it's taken in some other places.
Ricketts says they're working on strengthening relationships with Germany and other European Union members, noting that Nebraska's quota for beef shipments to the EU has been tripled by the Trump administration. The governor says he's also been able to highlight efforts to develop the workforce in the state, which is also an issue faced by companies in Germany. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you here next time.